Hello and welcome to my third match of the current Dominion League season 44. I went 5-1 in my first match and 1-5 in my second match. Kind of a weird thing to do. Probably have never done that before. Even just have two such contrasting results in the same season. But as a result, I do need to do pretty well the rest of the way to have a chance to promote, so hopefully I can do that. Alright, so we've got Sentry, Forager, Banquet, I guess, for trashing. We don't... The only draw appears to be Tactician? I don't... Well, there is Merchant Ship, I guess, and Bazaar, Farmer's Market, and even like Forager and Trader didn't improve, I guess, for payload. Like, there's a lot of virtual payload. I don't know if there's enough to make like a double Tactician thing viable. There's between Bazaar and In, there's a reasonable amount of plus actions, although In reduces hand size, which can be not so great if you don't have much draw, of course. I could definitely see opening Forager Silver. I could... Improve does not look good, because there's nothing except for Potion. So I don't want to get an Improve. I guess I'm going to get a Silver. And then the question is, do I want another Silver or do I want a Forager? Like, getting a Sentry... Wow, Banquet for Tactician. Okay. Did I say Banquet was trashing? I think I was thinking it was Bonfire. Huh. Okay, well. Banquet with Guildhall, though. Not bad. Though I don't want to do that before I have the Guildhall, of course, but maybe I do go double Forager. We can get the Sentry. Maybe we just do like a money thing with Banquet and Guildhall. If we do that, we do want a Forager for plus buy, I think. So I will get Forager. But we don't have to do that now necessarily. Yeah, let's get the Silver. Maybe, okay, well, I'll get a Forager. Alright, so now I can get Sentry or Guildhall. I want to get Sentry first, but I want to get Guildhall ASAP. I mean, I might want to get a second Sentry as well, but I think I'm going to take the Guildhall before I take the Sentry. I'm sorry, second Sentry. Why play the Necropolis? I mean, not that it hurts, but maybe just I guess it's as easy as hitting end actions. Yeah, is Tactician worth investing in at any point? I'm not sure. If I go this direction, I mean, of just doing like a Guildhall focused thing. Are you wanting to play another copper? Autoplay, please. You can indeed not afford Sentry in something else. Because there's only... Actually, oh, I guess they must have two coppers in the bottom two cards. So the problem they're running into is that they drew all three of their shelters. Which isn't so unlikely. Dang. Wow! Oh my gosh! That's a lot of banquet. A lot of banquet. All right, I'm going to take the guild hall here. And then we can just banquet for another century, potentially. It's unfortunate we can't banquet for gold. That would be the real ticket, but I guess we got to make do. So ideally here, we draw our forager. Hey-oh. So I can't actually afford to buy Sentry straight up. Which raises the question of, do I value the coffers or like enough to put 2 more coppers into my deck? I could even like buy Banquet Copper if I wanted to. I don't know that I do, but I mean, how highly do we value the coppers? I think it's probably better to get another Sentry straight up for now, and then like it's not like Copper's a good card, and it's not like we're not going to be able to afford Banquet going forward. Being able to find Tactician at the top of your shuffle is pretty good, I will say. Oh, no. Should I discard a silver so that I can trash with this next Sentry play? I guess I probably should. Or maybe I should have... Maybe I should have trashed silver so that Forager would be generating 2 coins. And I could have bought like double Banquet or something. Okay, so once again we have 5. I do think it's time to Banquet. The question, well, the question is for what? I mean, we could just Banquet for silver and get all the offers, I guess. I'm not 100% sure in how I'm meant to play this. We could also Banquet for a 3rd Sentry. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Alright, here I'll just take a gold. I don't know how close I'm getting to the point where I'm going to want to green. I guess there's no reason to trash silver right now. So I can't quite Banquet Province. I could Banquet Gold and then start greening next turn. Or I could double Banquet. Is that better? I think I'm going to want the gold. So I think I'm going to Do I want another sentry, or do I want something else? Is the question. I think I do want another sentry. I just want to be able to trash the coppers and or sift past the coppers aggressively so I can potentially hit, like, I don't know, is double province realistic? Probably not. I want to be able to hit province banquet at the very least, I guess. I don't know. I'm not actually confident that what I'm doing makes sense here, but so we could spend 3 coffers to banquet. We get 2 coffers back, or we could just buy province. We could also buy province copper. I don't think that's crazy at all. Actually, that's maybe even better than banqueting. Well, here's our opportunity to throw a silver in the trash. I don't think I'm going to do that because I'm going to probably have another opportunity. So I'll make the determination later. Okay, so we just province copper again. We could grab a farmer's market. We don't have a terminal. Run through a bunch of our coffers, though. We could banquet for the farmer's market. That doesn't actually help, though. I think it's fine. I'll go... province farmer's market. I don't know. Maybe I should have trashed a silver because it's just not actually that efficient for me right now, but... Ah! I need to keep both of these here, unfortunately, which means this sentry is less likely to do something useful. Alright, should I trash the silver now? I'm gonna do it. Could trash another silver. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I want to discard the gold. I think I do, just because I want to have... I want to find my sentries. We're going to go province, copper, copper. I guess that's what we want to do. This seems to be going well. Okay, so my opponent gets some VP for farmer's market. That's fine. That play tactician and still by province thing that they just did is completely non-sustainable, I think, or repeatable, whatever. I guess I'll go ahead and trash this copper. Admittedly, my opponent might have a really good turn this turn, but then, I don't know, how are they gonna... I don't... Well... Are they going to catch up is kind of what I'm wondering, like, after that. If they play... Because if they play Tactician again... this turn, then they're not going to have that much money. They kind of need to be able to double. Actually, even if they double, they probably just lose, so I'm not really sure what they should be doing. Buying 2 farmers markets? Okay. Don't know about that, but... Should I discard this other gold so that just so I can find my forager? No, there's no reason to do that, is there? I don't think. I could buy a duchy here. I could also banquet for another century and be even on... But that doesn't seem good. Neither of those things seemed good. I'll just province copper, I think. I mean, my opponent would have to get 2 provinces, 2 duchies, and an estate to catch up this turn, and then I'm guaranteed to hit province this turn, and the gap will widen. I mean, they might be able to get some farmers market PP, but nope. On victory card, right. I was like, you can't banquet for duchy, right? Like, surely you can't do that. No, you can't. Oh, I guess I actually have this in hand. Because farmer's market... Oh, no, wait. Farmer's market isn't going to give me any coins. Never mind. I don't have it in hand yet. All right, now I do. Well, not in hand, but you know. Buy another copper. We didn't empty the copper pile, unfortunately. All right. Well, that went well. I think I did more or less the right thing. I would imagine there are significant optimizations to be made, even as simple as the overall approach was. But can't complain with the results, that's for sure. All right, so this time we got Ambassador as the only thinning, so that'll be exciting. Keep makes that pretty wonky, potentially. So we're obviously going to want to get an Ambassador. What's the other card that we want to get? Oh, there's Trader, I guess, is also thinning, but yeah. So our only draw and our only plus actions is Lost City. It could well be double Ambassador, to be honest. Especially with the Queen token in play. It's either that or Ambassador Cargo Ship. I mean, it could be Ambassador Silver, but I don't think so. Well, I mean, yeah, Ambassador Cargo Ship, of course, can collide. Alright, well, I don't see myself taking advantage of the coin token here, so we'll go ahead and get an ambassador. Oh no, Humble Castle. Oh no. Well, that makes me feel less needing to open double ambassador. But do I want a cargo ship or silver? Yeah, I'm worried about the terminal collision. Maybe I shouldn't be. Guess I'll get a silver. Alright, so do I get a lost city here? Or do I get a cargo ship? Because, like, it would be nice not to draw my opponent a card yet, in case they have their ambassador in hand. Like, I don't want to help them pair states. Or maybe I get the second ambassador now. Yeah, alright. Yeah. And I bottom decked my ambassador. Super de duper. Well, I'm gonna want that lost city. Guess I'm gonna buy it. Okay, well, at least we are seeing 2 estates here. Opponent did not choose to return double copper, which is usually what you want to be doing, so... Admittedly, I would kind of like to return a state here so I can buy Lost City. Yeah, I think that's fine. Kind of hypocritical of me to suggest that my opponent should have returned copper and then not do it myself, but I do have the second ambassador, which helps. Like, I'm sort of winning the ambassador war by default right now. I think we're not playing the cargo ship here. I think we're just spamming them with coppers. So there's no plus buy on this board, which does significantly limit what we can do here. Wonder if I want to get an explorer because of keep. I have 3 lost cities right now, right? These 3 cards, ambassador, cargo ship, maybe lost city. I have returned 4 coppers, and I think those were the only coppers returned at any point. Everything else has been ambassador on estate. So that sounds right. So I do have a lost city in there. Yeah, I think explorer might be good here. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Okay, well, I should have bought a lost city. Huh. How did I get that wrong? I am going to need to get another lost city. I don't really care about Canal. Okay, so... do we want to gain a silver right now? We could buy Canal, but I guess I don't know that I actually care about Canal. It just doesn't do that much. I think I have the Explorer, my opponent doesn't. We each have 1 silver. We're playing the cargo ship anyway. Yeah, we don't need to play the Explorer to hit 5 is the thing. Goodbye, Canal. Wouldn't be taking advantage of the cargo ship. Yeah. I think I'm gonna not play the Explorer yet. Well, although, on the other hand, am I gonna need that silver next turn to maybe, like, hit 8 or something? It's possible. Yeah, alright, I'll take the silver. Alright, now we're done gaining velocities, I think. So this is interesting. We can hit 8 if we don't return copper. We probably do want to hit 8 so that we can explore for gold. We've got silver lead right now. So I guess I'm gonna do that. And that. Dang. I guess we're just buying another province. And we'll set it aside to keep it out of the shuffle. And pair it with Explorer. Of course. Ooh, they buy Haunted Castle. Dang it. We have to not actually return the copper to hit province? Noxious. But yeah, I will happily buy Haunted Castle given the opportunity. That gives you a gold. My opponent might have silver lead now. So I had 2 silvers. No, I have 3 silvers because I gained another one. Yeah, okay, never mind. All right, so we can gain another gold. My opponent bought a gold. That's why I don't have gold lead. Okay. Not such a good turn. But we are going to get to return 2 coppers, so that's something. My opponent buys small castle right now. I'm going to be sad. Nah. Nah. Oh. No. No, no. All right. We get top deck ambassador copper or cargo ship copper? I think cargo ship copper. Man, that's annoying. Ugh. One bad turn turns into... Well, anyway. All right, now we're tied on silver, which is annoying. And gold. My opponent's deck has got to be worse. Go for the castle. All right, we're gonna take the gold because that's giving us points and obviously is worth more money. This ambassador doesn't look like it's going to do too terribly much. To trigger or not to trigger? Lose 2 lost cities in a cargo ship. We are going to put... Yeah, I don't know. I could ambassador the second ambassador, which I don't really want right now. I can also take Grand Castle and get 7 points. We do unlock King's Castle, though, which is worth rather a lot of points for my opponent. Maybe that's not a good idea. Just gain 1 point. All right, so we have gold lead. Question is here is going to be, do we take silver lead? I think so. Rather than further increasing our gold lead. All right, well, no reason not to gain a duchy at this point, I suppose. Yeah, that should be game. Even if my opponent buys King's Castle, I think I'll still win. What's a maxed out King's Castle worth? 17 points? Okay, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Because there's 8 castles, plus 8 castles times 2, 16 plus the 1 for Humble Castle. Anyway. All right. Explorer good. Confirmed. I guess it's your start now, but it was my start when you said that. Whatever. Okay, so we appear to lack much in the way of trashing. There's remodel and develop, neither of which are very good at trashing coppers. Whoa. Man, this is like pretty atrocious. All right, I think we are going to want to remodel because of wanting to at least get rid of estates. So let's do that. I think we want Fishing Village. Fishing Village is going to work well with Diplomat. I'm going to probably take another one, or two more even. I think they're just going to be generally better than Silver. Like, we can spam Diplomats and Moats if we have a bunch of fishing villages. And with Lost City and Festival on the board as well, there'll be plenty of plus actions for it. Oh, I guess I could take a Diplomat. Yeah, that's what I should do. Never mind. Please let me see. Nope. All right, another Diplomat? I think so. I think remodeling Copper to Moat is not crazy, except that I probably want to hit 5 here. But if it weren't for that, I mean, like in general, I think it's probably worth doing. I mean, well, is Moat Diplomat better than Lost City or Festival? And which of the two do I want? Probably Lost City. Well, I don't have any plus buy right now, but what I want to do ultimately, of course, is hit Populate. So in that respect, Lost City is probably better. Yeah. Let's get a Lost City. All right, we can get another Diplomat here. Two more Diplomats? Perhaps. I am going to need some more money to be able to hit 10. If I draw here, I cannot draw into enough money to buy Populate. It's not possible. Because I've seen 6 of my 7 coppers. And it would be terminal. So I think, dang, I really would have liked to see another fishing village here, but I think we're going to get a festival. It's still going to be really hard to hit 10 right now. I have to draw a deck, basically. Maybe we could afford to have 1 copper not in hand, but oh no, oh no. Ah! Okay, once again, you have the option to remodel or not. I think... I think I actually want another festival. We got 2 fishing villages in play, so we're going to be able to draw reasonably well here. Fairgrounds is going to be pretty good with Populate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we can go 10. Well, anyway, it's mean, can we get it to 15? We have all 10 of these. We still have to get 5 of these. I guess it's actually not like that amazing even then. I guess it doesn't really matter whether I remodel first or not. All right, so I guess we're taking another fishing village here. Buying populate. Can't see why order would matter. And we could get a guardian just because we have the opportunity and fairgrounds is a thing that we might want. It is not otherwise a good card though. Yeah, we can buy a guardian later. I'll buy a moat. I actually have no fishing villages in play, which is pretty obnoxious. I would be surprised if my opponent did not populate themselves this turn. Given that I drew them a card and they hit 9 last turn. What? So how is it? They must have another action in hand. Maybe another diplomat. Let's say, like, they don't have another estate, but I guess they could have an action they don't want to play. I guess I'll play the Lost City first. I want to remodel a copper so I can get more plus actions. I could remodel it into a guardian, I guess. That would go into my hand. I don't know. I've got 5 actions. Like, that's pretty many. I just don't know how likely it is to matter. I think it's unlikely. Okay, yeah, it certainly didn't matter. So if we don't play remodel, we can populate again. Which seems pretty good. Maybe we can do some develop shenanigans. Okay, well, they're definitely going to have populate money now. So what's the pile situation here? 2 fishing villages and 4 moats. It's quite low. They populate. It's going to be 1 fishing village and 3 moats. They do have the fleet. I'm not convinced that was safe for my opponent, even so. I could certainly buy fleet on my turn. I mean, maybe not while piling out and... Well, of course, I wouldn't necessarily need to take a points lead because of fleet. As it currently stands, fairgrounds are going to be worth 4 regardless of whether we gain a guardian or not. Wow. Well, that wasn't good. That was not good. Okay. I think we're going to remodel our develop into a duchy. and buy Fleet and Guardian. I honestly don't really know whose deck is better at this point. I mean, I populated twice, but that could in some ways be a bad thing given like the fortune tellers and the develops and things. So I mean, develop can do cool stuff, but I guess at this point in the game, remodel is probably just better anyway. Just develop. Well, yeah, develop. I guess if you develop a 4 cost, you can gain Silver Duchy, and that might increase you with Fairgrounds points if you also grab a state gold somehow or a state curse. I don't know. Seems rough. My opponent could populate without triggering the end of the game. Remodeling into all these estates does not seem like the way to me. Or, well, they didn't remodel into a state, they bought a state last turn, but whatever, it doesn't seem great. I guess we play Diplomat first. I guess we might want to develop a Lost City. So play Moat. Alright, so we remodel a Fortune Teller? Do we remodel a Develop? Oh, we have 4. Never mind. We just play the Lost City. Okay, so we could develop the Duchy. I don't think I want to do that, though. I'm going to want that plus buy. Okay, so we could develop a remodel into like fishing. Oh, I should have done that before. I don't have any draw cards in my hand. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I should have been thinking about that more. All right, fine. I'm not really... Well, we could still develop remodel to like Lost City Fishing Village or even Lost City Silver. Let's play the Fortune Teller, I guess. Moat. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, Diplomat. I'm a little surprised that's a good idea. My opponent. Like, it activates Diplomat, sure, but there's so many other cards that do that without decreasing your starting hand size. Okay, so we have 15 coins. We could buy Populate. We could definitely end it. I don't think there's an advantage to doing that, though. Remodel into Fairgrounds. Or remodel... Maybe buying Populate isn't a good idea at this point. Not because of the pile lowering, but because like the Velocity draw for my opponent is better than like what I'm shoving into my own deck. In which case, so we could just develop a copper. We could remodel, or we could remodel the develop, or we could develop the remodel. Not taking a Lost City might be worth it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So we can buy double Fairgrounds while still remodeling a copper. We could also remodel Duchy to Fairgrounds. We could remodel copper to Guardian. We want to get, the thing is, if we want to get the 6-point Fairgrounds, we'd also just got buy Province Fairgrounds, actually, while remodeling copper. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, okay. I can believe that. Could remodel to Estate. If I remodel to Estate, I've already got max points Fairgrounds. I don't really want an Estate in my deck, but might be nice to have the knowledge that do have them. Alrighty. Oh, wow. That was a turn. So my Lost City buy actually hurt my opponent somehow because they couldn't activate their Diplomat. That's fascinating. I guess we play Fortune Teller first here unless we want to remodel it instead. We have to be cognizant of the fact that we have trash to develop. So if we're gonna try to end the game here, and I think we do want to do that, the easiest way to do it is to populate and remodel and or buy 2 moats. So let's just play the Fortune Teller. Welp. Okay, I guess we can still 9, 10, 11, 12. We can actually still do it. I have an 8-point lead. Are we gonna empty? No, we can't. We can empty on estates? Should we empty on estates? Fishing village and 3 estates. I mean, we get a few more points that way, but the alternative here is to just build the points lead bigger, which might actually be better anyway. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 points right now. We could remodel like 1 copper into a moat and then buy double Fairgrounds. I'll actually turn this off. My opponent does have a fortune teller. Yeah, all right. Let's do hopper to moat. By 2 fairgrounds. Oh, now my opponent's drawing. A little too fast if they have a developer or remodel in their hand, maybe. Well, mostly the. Why would you buy estates here? That just makes it easier for me to end it. All right, we're clearly not activating this diplomat. I guess we can play the mode anyway. Okay, before I play these fortune tellers, so we're clearly going to end it now. Like, we've got a huge lead. But what do we want to do with this remodel? I don't think it really matters. I don't want to think about it. So it's cheap. It's going to be cheaper. Oh, but we don't have the buys. Well, we can remodel into a moat and then buy a moat fishing village. Or we don't even need to buy the moats. Never mind. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to populate is the point. Guess we remodel into Guardian because next turn we have 14 coins. Yeah, we can't afford fishing village double fairgrounds. We remodel and we have 13 coins. We buy fishing village and get fairgrounds, and I guess we don't remodel so that we can buy fishing village, fairgrounds, Lost City. I don't know. I don't know. No, let's not buy Lost City. Let's just buy a duchy. I don't know. So long as we get points now, doesn't really matter if we don't get points this turn. I guess as it turns out, remodeling Fortune Teller to Fishing Village would have been better. I would have gained a coin that way. So when I said it didn't matter, I mean, it probably didn't matter, but it also probably... It didn't matter in the broader sense that I don't think it'll affect the outcome of the game, but it mattered in the sense that that like it was suboptimal. No. All right. Well, we are off to a good start. Quite the roller coaster of a season so far. Yep, that's correct. What? All right. Well, I feel like leading with that would have made a little bit more sense, but fine. Like I was reading that as implying that that like we had somehow agreed to only playing 3 games, which definitely was not the case. But what you gonna do? If something like that comes up, I mean, like that's obviously fine. It just like threw me for a loop for a second. All right. Well, I would have liked to keep playing because I was winning, but oh well. Still, pretty happy with the results so far. Obviously, I do think this game was pretty close until my opponent made some kind of odd moves in the like early part of the late game where like they started taking estates and I don't know, just I do think, I mean, I think their deck was a little bit less well constructed. The 6 diplomats, they seemed to choke on that a little bit often. Like they didn't have as many fishing villages. I mean, look, I'm looking at the, you know, it's weird that this is just like that's off. Like the 6 gets cut off. That's weird. Anyway, but they didn't have like enough reliability to like activate the diplomats, and like my deck was playing the diplomats not for plus actions like relatively frequently because it had a bunch of lost cities that it could and fishing villages that it could use to do that. It seemed like my opponent was drawing dead or risking drawing dead significantly more often. So in that sense, I think their deck was a little bit unbalanced compared to mine, but like it was pretty close in terms of like how long it took us each to get to populate and that sort of thing. But yeah, then they took some estates and like I just think that actually I guess I populated twice before they populated, but they hit 9 twice in a row, which might have just been some bad luck on their part. I'm not really sure. So, you know, I don't know how much I can really like say that was just like, you know, me outplaying them or whatever. But I do think I had the better strategy in the Guildhall game. And then yeah, the in game 2, I think the castles were a distraction for my opponent that did not help them. I did not open double ambassador, but I got the second ambassador a lot more quickly and thinned more aggressively, or at least more successfully. And invested in the explorer a little bit faster, but it was mostly just that I had thinned down, and so I was seeing like, you know, a concentrated amount of money on a more reliable basis, despite the couple of duds that I did have. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with the set so far. I mean, not just in terms of results, but in terms of like, I think I was like the things that I was doing were reasonable. I don't think I have like too much to correct going forward. So that's a nice feeling. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you again for the conclusion to this match or the next match, whatever comes up. So until then.